Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Mr. Fletcher's Neighborhood, and I am your host, Mr. Fletcher. I know it's been a while, but I am back, and I do have a new series of books to read to all of you. Summer is almost over at the time that I'm recording this message. Well, video, I should say. Video and message. And one staple of summer that we all know is the beach. I haven't been to one myself. I'm sure many of you out there have. And just like so many other things, so many other places that we go to, institutions we take for granted, the beach is also one that was segregated based on race. One living being that had known of this and had seen this firsthand goes by the name of Mavini Betch. A story of her life as an environmental activist is depicted in the book that I have right in front of you. It's meant to save a beach that was bought by her great-grandfather. It's called American Beach. The name of this story is called Saving American Beach. As you can see right there, written by Heidi Tylin King, artwork by Roxbury, Massachusetts artist Equa Holmes. It's a great story. Find it very inspirational. And hopefully, you will as well. As a girl, Mavini Betch loved the beach. She loved the whoosh of its waves, its blue sky stretching to forever, and the creatures swimming in its tangy sea. But Mavini couldn't go to just any beach. Because of her skin, silken and butter brown, she couldn't eat in most restaurants or visit most bathrooms. There was even a rope in the ocean. One side said colored, the other white. Something must be done, her great-grandfather said. Something must be done. And so, her great-grandfather, Mr. Abraham Lincoln Lewis, bought a beach. And there it is, American Beach. It was an ocean paradise where his family and other black people could swim, picnic, and build sandcastles. He believed that a beach should be open to everyone. And in no time, American Beach was hopping. Mavini adored her beach, and at water's edge, that sandy shore became a stage. And for each performance, the wind whispered an endless melody of gull cries and laughter. It made her heart sing. And when she grew up, Mavini discovered the same music in the opera. She left her beloved beach to sing stories around the world. From London to Berlin, audiences sprang to their feet, demanding an encore. "Brava!" they cried, beating the stage with their hands, whipping velvet curtains into rippling waves. But after the crowds went home and the stage lights had dimmed, she longed for her beach. When her mother became sick, she packed her suitcase and returned home to care for her. But soon after, her mother had died. Mavini spent the days sitting along the shore, just wrapped in a blanket of sadness, She sat and sat. So much had changed since her girlhood days on American Beach. Summer houses crumbled, bleached white as fish bones. Plastic bags littered the dunes, tangled in seagrass. And the rope dividing the ocean had disappeared, and there was no more need for a place like American Beach. Determined to save what had remained, Mavini became the caretaker for American Beach. She picked up trash, planted trees, and remembered the colorful stories about its early days when Zora Neale Hurston sunbathed on the sand and Ray Charles juked the local joints. Now, she made American Beach her home. Each morning she bathed in the Atlantic Ocean. And each night she went to sleep on a chaise lounge to a lullaby of lapping waves. Now, when she needed to think, she climbed atop the beach's 60-foot-high sand dune, her sacred place, one of the tallest dunes on America's East Coast. Strong and soft, she named it Nana, a Ghanaian word for grandmother. And that's the image of Nana right there. Before long, builders eyed American Beach as a perfect place for condos. The staccato of jackhammers replaced that whoosh of waves. Trilling backhoes silenced the wind's endless melody. Mavini was brokenhearted, and Nana had cried out to her in her dreams. "Something must be done." And she drew a line in the sand. See, Mavini was saving more than a beach. She pinned protest buttons to her clothes, wore seashell necklaces, and in a burst of creative protest, she grew her hair. She grew her hair. 7 feet long and knotted together. It's a thick rope of silver gray. She draped it over her arm and carried it around in a suitcase. Some days, her hair reminded her of an elephant's trunk. And on other days, it was the curve of the Niger River in Africa. It was hard to tell where the beach lady stopped and her beach began. But the madder she grew, the braver she got. And she squabbled with city commissioners, wrote letters to lawmakers, and marched to Tallahassee to fuss at the governor. And her letters had went unanswered. The beach lady stood in the scorching heat alone. No one cared what the prima donna protest had to say. No one. More than a few people had questioned the beach lady's demands. Others were proud of her pluck. Years passed. Soon, all that was left was just a sliver of sand, cocooned by palmettos, hugged by live oaks. People had missed the beach. But the beach lady had inspired others. She inspired others to write their own letters and paint their own picket signs. Together, they petitioned the president, George W. Bush, that was to sign a law protecting American Beach forever. The end. When the beach lady died, friends and family scattered her ashes on Nana, and her wish came true. to spend forever enjoying American Beach, where Piece of Paradise remains and the melody continues. And that was it. Saving American Beach. If you haven't been to a beach yet, and if weather permits, I would definitely strongly recommend you go out there and enjoy it yourself. I have yet to do that this summer, but there's still time left. I mean, at the time I'm recording this, there is still it's technically 1 month left of summer, just over a month. But yes, when the next time you go to the beach, think of this story. Hopefully it'll inspire you to preserve your favorite beach. Till next time, thank you all for listening, and take care.